like books but hate to read? Well, I got the thing perfect for you. It's Audible. I'm going to give you 2 free audiobooks from audible.com just by signing up for a trial membership. That's right. All you need to do is go to ordinaryguyshow.com/audible. Sign up for the trial membership and enjoy 2 free audiobooks on us. Every time the link is used for a trial subscription or a regular subscription, the show's going to get a kickback. So make sure to share it with all your friends. Download some books, listen to some books, and hey, there's no reading required, so it's just like us ordinary guys like.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Welcome to the Ordinary Guy Show. Each week, 4 friends sit down and shoot the shit. As the shenanigans begin, hilarity ensues as everything is caught on tape.
Nope.
And now, broadcasting from a
Every
random
week.
table, it's time!
Just kidding.
Welcome, everybody, to the Ordinary Guy Show. I am John. We're here for another edition of a show that has brought, well, a lot of torture to my life. So I'm here with the guys, of course. You have, let's introduce first. You have Frank. Frank,
Yo.
how are you doing?
Amazing.
You're on video. You should wave.
How's everything? How's everything been, Frank,
It's been really good.
today? And there you go. There goes that. What you said. Matt, how you doing today?
Fantastic.
It's good to see you again. So soon.
Yeah.
And Kevin, how are you doing today?
Great.
Good. Well, let's just get right into it and tell you what happened, guys. Let's
I was going to say, who was going to talk about the elephant in the room?
Let's be honest. Kevin, if you could, your big head is taking up a lot of. There you go.
Is that better?
Yep. All right. So, the elephant in the room is last night we got together and we recorded one hell of a show for you. We even had a guest. Tyler Bledsoe was our special guest here. And,
We drank a lot of beer.
yeah, I think he just came to drink the beer and tell stories of beating up Kevin.
Yeah.
But we had a good recording in the can. Probably about an hour and 10 minutes, an hour and 15 minutes worth. Everybody leaves. Have a good night, guys. See you next week. And, well, I go to the computer and there ain't shit saved. There's not 1 second of the show saved. And it would say, hey, yeah, we were recording. It was recording. And bam, nothing. So I've already recorded a show by myself.
You
so this
beat
shit
yourself
is gonna
up
work
over that, though.
today. Well, I do. I do because
Because
now
you're
here
like,
it
I'm
is.
so sorry, guys. And we're like, shit happens.
Yeah, but here it is another day.
But
I
now
gotta
we've
get-
got the kick out, is what we'll call that episode, when I was gone, when he kicked the power supply.
Yep. Yes.
And then we got this one. And
Yeah.
and the first time we tried to record,
Video.
it didn't work at all the first time. We had to do it again that night, remember?
Yeah.
We're awesome at this.
Well, we're trying this new thing that we got with all these cameras and all of these lights. And
Yeah, you
all
keep
this
getting
equipment.
fancier and fancier.
And we're trying to provide a good product on the YouTube channel for people that like to watch, and it just it's working against us, or I'm just not smart enough. So, but
You did promote yourself
I think we're
to
gonna.
that job role.
I think that we're gonna.
So I think it's a management issue. It's not your issue.
I think that we're gonna be fine now. Rolling forward, we have the correct equipment now. Everything seems to be working good with the old original software we're gonna use. So we're gonna roll
Cool.
with that. Everybody good with that?
Sounds
Yeah,
awesome.
that or it was Twitter shadow banning you.
Yeah, that or it was just they were shutting me down like Alex Jones.
Yep.
That's probably what it was. We talked about him.
Speaking
We
of,
did.
let's get to Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Let's get to him.
It is a direct violation of the First Amendment.
Yes, I agree.
Doesn't matter if he's super crazy sometimes.
Yes,
It doesn't matter.
gay frogs.
And
stuff like
I
that.
mean, as long as Antifa or whatever does it, like, how are you gonna do one but not the other?
there are so many things online, on YouTube, on internets, Facebook, and stuff like that have
Which
he's-
ones, John?
Well, Antifa's one of them.
Oh no, I mean you said the internet.
I know. I realized I said that.
The
was
World
waiting to
Wide
see who was
Webs.
gonna-
Well,
the
there's the
webs.
dark web.
Yeah. There's a dark web, and then there's the good web.
Which one has the gay frogs?
The one that you're visiting.
That's the one you frequent.
So I mean, but there's so many people out there that are just trolls that do it just for fun, and there's people that are seriously mentally fucking ill. I mean, did you see that Owens chick and that guy? What's her name?
Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk.
Did you see the people in the background just like screaming at the top of their lungs?
Yeah, did you see where they made it like a black and white picture and compared it to like the 60s?
Wow,
Ooh.
Yeah.
it's insane. Some of these people are just out there, crazy.
Well, you know who Bill Burr was, the comedian? They say he supposedly passed away from he did, from cancer like 10, 15 years ago, and they're saying that's actually Alex Jones. Like, this is all like a thing, and if you look it up, there's like there's sites dedicated to it that
Like Bigfoot.
yeah, like Bill Burr never died from cancer, like and it may not even be Bill Burr. But I know it's a comedian that died of cancer, and they say that that's Alex Jones.
I'm not a super religious person, but people are just stretching so fucking far these days.
Yeah.
Right? Let's just go back to Jesus. Just
If
fucking.
you don't know who Alex Jones is, Alex Jones is a right-wing conservative.
All right, now we need. So you said his name. All the algorithms got it.
Yes.
See if they delete our shit
Yes, he is a right-wing
He is
commentator.
considered alt-right.
Yeah, he is very heavy. I mean, the best thing I've seen him do, I like all of the stuff with the people that work for him, Owen Schroyer and stuff like that, and the guy that holds the microphone that's connected to the spoon.
Yeah.
That go on the streets and they interview people that clearly have no clue what they're talking about. But the best thing I saw him do was go on the Young Turks show. And
Oh, I
interrupt
saw
them
that one.
And debate them, and that was just after Hillary lost, and it was pretty hilarious. But
The head of Young Turks lost his mind.
he lost his mind.
Yeah.
Yes,
He was triggered for sure.
yes he was.
Every one of the polls that they come out with, dude, everyone just hammers it the wrong way, and they're like, there's always a poll of, is Donald Trump the worst person ever? Is
They've
he
never
Hitler?
called my house.
Yeah, no.
Have you ever been
Well,
polled?
CNN just did a episode on television where they had a gentleman in there who was supposed to be a Trump voter who now regrets it. I'll never do it again. Well, come to find out that he is just an actor, and he is a very heavily socialist type of. He votes to that side, the Bernie Sanders side.
You know,
Everything is free.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how
The-
economics work.
the one crazy girl that was like knew nothing about politics that got was in the running for the Democratic nomination. I don't remember her name. Have you seen the memes on her?
Cortez or Rosario.
Yeah,
or
I
something.
think she lost.
She's still there.
No, I think
The
she
one-
lost.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that though is the epitome of the left. Whereas they look at us and they see Alex Jones and they think we're all like that. We think they're
That's-
all like her,
That's the one from New
and
York.
that's the
right?
problem.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was running for Congress. That Ben Shapiro said, "Hey, let's have a debate, and I'll give you
Yeah.
$10,000 towards your campaign." And she said that he was catcalling her. You know, like, "Hey, baby, you looking sexy." That's a catcall. He was catcalling her because he wanted to debate with her.
How does that
about
sound,
the
John,
issues.
when they do that?
Well, that's the typical.
Hey, baby.
That's the typical thing. If they don't
You
agree
want to know
with
how
you,
it sounds? Sounds like this.
all right, we're gonna have a poll next week on should John be allowed to use the soundboard.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, that's gonna be the poll.
He loves it. I mean, how many other instances do you have to use a sound effects?
Yeah, I mean, that was perfect timing for that particular one. I mean, I'm going to get more, you know.
I think you should talk to Tara all day, only via soundboard.
That'd be funny.
I mean, that'd be a lot of that button just pressed.
There'd just be the laugh back and forth constantly, and both of them just giggling on the other side.
Yeah.
So are the sound, is that like emojis for your ears?
Yeah, that's like happy.
Yeah.
When I press that button, whether it's on Frank or anybody else, it's just like, that felt good. That felt good.
It's a win.
It's a win.
It's a smiley face emoji
Yeah.
every time.
All right, so how about another controversial subject? First off, Alex Jones' freedom of speech was violated, I believe.
You got to do one or the other.
Yeah.
You got to let them all be, or you got to shut them all down.
Right. Twitter, I hope Twitter doesn't. I hope they stand by what they say. They're not banning him.
If he's as batshit crazy as they say, that will play itself out.
Right.
I mean, guys, he's also not a prophet, right? Like, Jurassic Park had the whole gay frog thing down pat way before he did.
But this is why more and more people are coming to the right. Because, not that there's anything wrong with the left, but a lot more people are coming to the right.
Well, I'm not coming because of Alex Jones. I mean,
I'm not coming.
Well, just because of this
I come because of...
just because of this particular situation.
I personally, I don't like him, like, at all. I think he's crazy. But I do think that every platform has crazy, so that when you hear somebody that's normal, you're like, oh, well, they know what they're talking about, because you need the nut that's out there screaming on the soapbox, and that's who he is. But what did they ban him for anyways? Because I never read into it, like...
hate speech.
Yeah.
But what did he say?
They won't release anything. And then they say, oh, he was promoting hate speech.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
'Cause
So he
you're not-
actually
you're
never
not allowed
said
to
anything.
say anything bad about Muslims.
But the people that were sharing
Needles?
The algorithm just caught that word.
the people that were sharing all those things about that one California representative that would say, go give those Trump supporters a hard time in the restaurants. Maxine Waters. And they were sharing her videos and stuff like that. That's promoting hate speech too.
Yeah.
So you can't have it both ways, YouTube.
Exactly. You
can't
shouldn't have a
it both ways,
government
Facebook.
representative having
Exactly.
hate speech.
So, speaking of hate, I'm going to give a lot of hate to the NFL right now. Because
Are you upset?
I'm upset.
Because
Well,
John
you
hates
want to start with
everything.
the poll results?
Yeah, let's give the poll results real fast. Kevin, do you remember the poll results?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Her name was Twilight.
So the poll was, if they kneel, will you watch? And it was 34-24 that most of our viewers are not going to watch. Which, by the way, I'm happy for the turnout. We've had a successful turnout.
Yeah.
So we're increasing. So thank you. I'll put out another poll now. It's going to be tomorrow. And
You should actually get the poll on the website working. So I'll show you how.
Are we going to go with the one that got you all fired up?
which one?
Our CrossFitters
Yeah.
athletes.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the one.
It's a great
That's the
one.
one I got him triggered.
We're not going to
that's so-
talk about it though until the next episode because that's a 30-minute rant
Yeah,
from me.
okay.
So no, that'll probably be it.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
I think the website poll should be: should John be allowed to use this soundboard? And the other one should be, is CrossFit a sport?
Well,
We're going to cause a riot.
Well, listen, with the NFL, so the majority of our listeners then say that they're not going to watch, right?
Right.
So I was one of the ones that voted that I was going to watch. But, however, you have to be one of the dumbest people in the world to sit there, and I'm talking to Marshawn Lynch, okay, to sit there and kneel
What's up, Marshawn?
during the national anthem. Do you not remember what the original kneeling was for? They don't. I don't think he does. I think he's just eating this fucking Skittles that he was given to because he
I come here so I don't
ate
get
Skittles
fined.
one time. And I think that he's just doing it because that's just what he does. He's a negative fucking football player. And he's
I
past
personally
his prime.
like him, but I
He's
like
past
this
his
side of
prime.
John.
I do
All right.
like this side of John.
So, is it too tarnished to come back? Could they?
Can the NFL save themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they say it's either don't kneel or get suspended. Look, the NBA, who have players that have the same agreements as the players in the NFL did about
Put your money where your mouth is.
right about the crime or police brutality, which was the original reason why they started kneeling. Why Colin Kaepernick started kneeling.
And that's why they switched all the sirens in Chicago to the national anthem.
But that goes back to the whole thing. If you're going to do it to one side, you can't do. You got to pick and just stick with it.
Right.
Because remember, he wore the socks with the pig
And the
cups on
Tebow
it.
thing.
Yeah, and then they're okay with that. They didn't fine him, but yet then they fined the players that wore the 9/11 sneakers.
Well, you're gonna get fined. You're gonna get fined no matter what in the NFL if you're going against the uniform.
Yeah, but he did and they didn't.
Well, that was on the. I think that he wore that on the week that they were allowed to wear those. They had some kind of sock week or something, and he wore that. and that's what started
Casual Friday.
his problem. But for me, I don't care what the problem is. The national anthem is there for a reason. There's people that died for us, and for that honor of being respected during the national anthem. We don't sing it because it's our job.
It's a damn good song too.
But my wife cries during it because she knows what about the people that bled for that. But
well, it's respect, and I am not against the kneeling. I get because everybody knows me as I'm kind of hard leaning right, but I am 100% okay with the kneeling. If it's
I don't know if I know that you're hard. Maybe Morgan knows that you're hard leaning right. I don't know.
One of these episodes, it's not going to be about wieners. Just one episode.
Not this one.
Not this one.
But
Too late.
But the thing is it's like you could do it like the Cowboys did it, where they were kneeling prior to the anthem. They were on TV. You're still getting the whole story across because I get it. You want to change things, and I agree with some of the things you're trying to change. But just don't do it during the anthem. Do it before, do it after. Get the same TV time. In fact, the Cowboys, when they didn't do it during the anthem, got more TV time.
Look, here's the deal. I did this rant last night, so I'm not going to do it as long this time. But if you take all politics, all, national pride out of it, they've got a fucking job, and it's to play a game. And it doesn't matter. If their job was to take out the trash while they were there, but they had to say the national anthem as soon as they started their shift, or they had to, do something specific after they started their shift, then they have to do it, or otherwise they lose their job. Or there's somebody else that they can replace them with. So I completely get it. But if the NFL wants to accommodate both sides, why don't they do something like they have a live YouTube-only deal before and after every game, where
Or like
if players,
Play 60. They got that whole thing for Play 60.
They got the whole thing, the whole outside
Do something
thing.
for that.
They want to do something, but that's the point. Is they go, they want to use my platform to whatever agenda I have. If the guy wants to fucking save the American woodpecker, then fucking do it before or after the game. And the NFL allows them a platform where it's just a camera. There's just live cameras everywhere. You want to stand in front of a camera and
Truman
fucking
Show.
talk about shit, do it. But you're doing it on your own dime, and you're not interrupting my fucking game.
But then again, I don't think would it be a problem to you if it wasn't during the anthem? If they did it before or after, like
Not at
Tebow
all.
did in the end zone during warm-up?
But here's the deal. If they want to do it during commercial break, like before, before opening ceremonies, that's fine. If they want to do it after the kickoff during the first commercial break or on freaking TV, I don't care. Not during the national anthem. I think it's fucking rude.
Yeah, it's just disrespectful.
It's disrespectful, but here's the deal. If I know you guys are all self-employed, but let's just say that you did have a boss who said, hey, look, here's the deal, is while you're in the office, I just don't want you to listen to any, profane music. Cool? It's your boss. It's his fucking
and it's
rules.
a guideline.
I don't
there.
want you to use the phone while you're here at the office.
I don't want you to use the phone.
Yeah, and you have to.
I don't want you to jerk off at your desk.
I've had this conversation. I've had this conversation with a lot of people, and I've changed my stance on it slightly. Like, at first I was like, there's no place for it, and then I heard the other side because there needs to be a change made.
Sure.
It just doesn't need to be during the anthem. And that's where my fight is, and I don't agree with a lot of people, and they don't agree with me. But I agree that there needs to be a Play 60 type. There needs to be a change. I watched tons of videos where I'm appalled at it.
Well, they
at
can
the way
start
people are
with
treated. But
all the people that are in the NFL that are beating their wives and all that shit, they can actually
Listen,
have a repercussion.
In the NFL, you have a short career. Okay, the average career is probably 5 years.
I bet it's less than
All
that.
right, but you have a short career. You have such a short time to make an impact, not only as a player, but as a role model and off the field. Because for some reason,
If
people
that's what
feel
they
like
want to do.
a player or a superstar needs to be their child's role model.
Right.
No, you should be your child's role model.
Yeah.
But they have that short time. Do it positively. Don't do it passive aggressively, or don't be negative. Especially don't be against the country, because it just sets up fires in the lands of people that.
Well, to your point, though, they have a short career and they get paid per game, right? These people, they
got a contract. They get what they get,
but
right?
Football
checks-
players get paid
Their
per game.
checks
Per game,
are
yeah.
per
Yeah.
game. So they've all got bonuses for touchdowns, interceptions, amount of time on the field, right? So you notice that they're not taking knees and they're not making a stand on their dime.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They're not doing it when it can affect their paycheck. You want to make a stand? No, why don't you take a knee instead of catching that touchdown pass? You get what I'm trying to say? They're not, because it fucks with their money. And that's the same point that the owner's making. Stop
you're messing
fucking with my money.
Yeah.
You
That's
know
it.
what? No, you know what else? If they would do that, it would fuck with my fantasy football team.
It really would.
And all this anger from John just to say, well, I'm going to watch anyways, no matter what. They could come out and drop bombs in the center of the field, and he'd still watch.
I think John's
Listen.
point is he's got a different type of investment with the game, and
Well,
that's his own
fantasy
personal
football,
game,
right?
right? It's
I'm
his
not
game.
gonna buy tickets to go to a game. I'm not gonna pay anything extra to watch a game.
No, I'm not
gonna
lining in anybody's pocket.
Yeah, I'm not lining anybody's pockets. You see, Buccaneer stuff I have maybe hanging up in my room is old stuff when I was younger.
Like when they were good.
or something that was given to me as a gift. But I'm not going to be lining the pockets of anybody in the NFL, and it doesn't matter if even if I watch or don't watch, they're going to sign a television contract that's a big bucks. So, like we were talking before we went on the air, if they can get a $500 million, which it's probably $500 billion television contract, they have revenue sharing. Every team makes money.
I do believe that football players, in the scheme of things, are paid little compared to the rest of the pro sports communities.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I heard, Tom Brady's making $15 million a year. Tom Brady's worth $40 to $60 million a year,
Yeah,
even
Tom.
at this age.
Yeah, but you got to look at
And then you look at a baseball player that's making $400 million over 5, 6, 7 years or whatever.
You know what that tells me? It tells me that the fucking commissioner and whoever in that regime that set up all those TV contracts and all those advertising deals and all those exclusive rights shit for the MLB were a lot fucking smarter than the
Well, they
people
don't have
at
a
the
salary
NFL.
cap.
No, the
Baseball
NFL has a players union, and
That's
You
they allowed that shit to happen.
unions
right.
are the worst.
that's right.
And
They
that's
allowed
another
it to
show.
happen. They allowed it to happen. So fantasy football, though.
Yep.
Anybody here play it? I know Matt. You tried it one time, right?
Yeah, it was all auto.
Yeah, you just let it go.
He's like the guy on the league,
I used to
the brother or whatever that
Yeah.
never sets his lineup and still wins. That's Matt.
I used to play all the time until I noticed that one season I had like 3 back-to-back games against Kevin. It was really fucking weird. Really weird how that shit happens, right?
Yeah, Kevin's team seemed to either get stacked towards the end of the year, or they multiply.
Right.
You know.
Like when he traded
And
all
then-
his players from his stepson's account
Yes.
to his account.
Yeah, and then
That did not happen.
the
Or
draft,
when he reset the draft 3
the
times.
draft reset,
That did
until he
happen.
get the number 1 pick.
All because he didn't get who is it that you were going for?
It wasn't me. I picked last. You guys
His
keep saying
stepson
this.
get the number 1 pick.
Oh yeah,
But wait a
Stepson got
second,
the number 1
okay.
pick. Also the
last
first trade of the
pick.
season.
Anybody that knows fantasy football, the last pick is the best pick
Yep.
because you get back-to-back number 1 picks, basically. So,
Well,
So he got the first number
but
1
I didn't
pick.
win the league.
First number 1 pick
that
via
means you draft bad.
No, I got a lot of hurt players.
Yeah. That's
So.
my story of my
Butthurt.
life.
Frank picked people that didn't even play like the whole year, and then he's blaming me.
I used to go over to my
I
friends
took a shot.
in Deltona, my friend Rob's house, and we would sit there and go from room to room, have multiple televisions on TV, and watch basically football. And you'd start rooting instead of rooting for the team, you'd root for the individual.
Oh, that's why I
players.
watch Red Zone.
Like I remember,
I did watch Red Zone.
I had Donovan McNabb.
And you're sitting there rooting for the Redskins to win. You're like, what the hell is wrong with me?
No, you're rooting for the Eagles were playing the Bucks, and I had Donovan McNabb and Brian Westbrook, and McNabb throws a touchdown pass to Westbrook, and I don't know what to do. I'm like, do I cheer? Do I boo? Do I break something? But I'm happy because I just got 12 points,
All right.
So
So this question is to both of you, and it's going to be a very similar question. You got the Dolphins playing the Patriots. They win. They go to the playoffs. You got the Bucks playing the Eagles. They win. They go to the playoffs. But you need like 5 more points by Tom Brady, and you win your season. Same deal with you. McNabb needed
Wow.
5 more points.
I'd rather have the team win.
You pulling for the
Dude,
Dolphins?
the Dolphins haven't been in the Super Bowl since
You
'83.
pulling-
I'll drop all the
Are
money.
you pulling for your team or your
Wait a
fantasy
second.
team?
Is it a money league?
It's a money
Yeah.
league.
Fuck the Bucks. Next year's another year.
I'd drop $1,000 just for them to be able to go
Listen,
to the playoffs.
you're
At this
used
point,
to losing. What the hell's another year?
See, that's the thing. I was used to losing because I was an Indians fan, a Dolphins fan, and a Hurricanes fan. Now the Hurricanes have started winning. Indians are obviously good. If the Dolphins turn it around, like I'm getting out of being okay
Tell us what you
with
said last
losing.
night, though.
What?
The only thing the Dolphins need is Dan Marino to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even now. Dude, we have a quarterback that was a receiver. I could go on for days about Ryan Tannehill. I stopped rooting for the Dolphins because Ryan Tannehill was the quarterback, and then when he got hurt, I was a Dolphins fan again. I'm in a conundrum.
I'm a
once
big Ryan
went to
Tannehill
a-
fan because his wife is pretty hot.
Yeah, she's hot. He's
That doesn't
fucking
make you a
moron.
good football player,
I once went
But
to
it
a
helps.
Dolphins
Makes you
game.
good at something.
but it helps.
I once went to a Dolphins game when Chad Henne threw like 4 interceptions in an already losing season. And you have like the booth announcers kind of behind me, like the local announcers. And when they pulled him from the game in the third quarter,
They were clapping.
well, the whole freaking stadium starts clapping, standing up on their feet. And you hear the announcer behind me saying something about, well, guys, now we have a suicide watch on Chad Henne for the next 24 hours. Guys, keep him in your prayers.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm like, what the fuck, Miami?
You know, it's a question of how long it takes a team to see, okay, this guy's not a franchise quarterback. Time to find another one. I
Yes,
mean,
and that was my point
You don't have
yesterday.
to die with your choice. You're allowed to make changes.
Well, the problem is if you
Yeah.
draft
look at the Browns.
if you draft somewhere in the top 10 and you cut or release that player, you look like a fucking moron because you had the world at your fingertips. So they force these things to work, and it sucks. Again,
Corporate America.
you look at Ryan Tannehill, you watch him throw, you watch his mechanics, it's awesome, but did anybody have like one conversation with the guy? You talk to him and he's like,
Dwayne Wade.
He's not a leader.
he's like,
He's not a leader.
me like meat.
He's not that bad. But no, nowadays they do psychological evaluations on all these players to see how they're going to – they do everything they can to see if it's going to be make or break, and still there's some of them that break. So, like, what was the one that
It's a lot of pressure.
they found him hiding in a closet? He played for the Titans. Young?
You're talking about Vince
Denzel
Young.
Washington.
Vince Young.
But
They-
he
Vince
failed
Young,
his.
that dude was a fucking moron.
Yeah, he failed his. He was really dumb.
I feel bad for him, man.
He
That's
failed
a
his
that's a
brother.
lot to be hiding and not wanting to go out in the game.
He's
And
a great wide receiver, isn't he?
No.
He failed the Wonderlic
Is
test.
that the other guy? Am I thinking of Pryor?
I don't know who you're thinking of, but the
Terrell
one
Pryor.
Did you say a window licking test?
No, they call it the Wonderlic test.
Oh.
Oh, Vince Young. Yeah.
Vince Young was the one that won the Texas versus USC game.
Yeah.
great player.
And like every year he started falling back further and further, and then he
And then, of
gained
course,
like 50
blamed
pounds. He's fat fuck now.
Blamed it on somebody else.
No, the one that gained all the weight was the Raiders one that got picked up. That was supposed to be
Jamarcus Russell.
yeah, it's supposed to be the second coming of Jesus.
That was Al Davis
Yeah.
saying, we're going to rally behind Jamarcus.
I was listening to a story about Jamarcus Russell one time where he was doing pregame warm up, and he threw a ball into the second story of the stands. He threw it so bad, but he had a cannon for an arm. Like his tangibles were amazing, but he was just a bad football player. So,
You ever heard Teddy Bruschi talk about the Drew Bledsoe incident and why Tom Brady actually got the start?
yeah, Drew could have come back in, and he decided he's let the Rook play. Bad decision, Drew.
No, Teddy Bruschi in freaking like practice, like on a Tuesday or Wednesday practice, fucking hit Drew Bledsoe and broke his hand.
That's right.
He was supposed to be coming back to play. And from that point on, Tom Brady took over.
No, that's kind of the same story with Cal Ripken Jr., how his whole career
fucked up.
started. He was a bench
Your own player broke your hand in
And-
practice.
For the three of you
Shit
Dolphin
happens.
fans, Tom Brady is the greatest of all time.
No, I agree.
Fuck Tom Brady.
Greatest of all time.
Yeah, he overtook Montana these
He's
last
one
couple of
sexy
years
bitch.
because he doesn't have anything
Say
for
that
players
He's
right
a
now.
sexy bitch.
Yeah.
John would date
Have
him.
you
see all
seen him
those
shirtless?
Rings, you see all them rings on his finger? You're a sexy dude then.
All I know is he and Ben
You can
Affleck.
Like Thanos.
I don't know.
Thanos, sexy dude.
He's got a thing for Thanos too.
I don't watch that.
All I know is he and Ben Affleck tag team their babysitter on a private jet.
What? Was this in Men's Health?
Google it.
He was there? Tom Brady was there?
It was his jet.
Oh, it was Brady's jet.
He's
Well,
guilt
maybe
by
it was just
Jet
borrowing it.
Association.
It was Ben Affleck. Like literally, there's pictures on the plane of
I-
her wearing Tom Brady's rings.
I remember that's why him and
Ben Affleck
Ben
and
Affleck and his wife broke up
yeah.
was because of the babysitter.
yeah, Giselle stuck around because of that contract. 90% sure they DP'd her. I'm thinking same hole.
Oh my God! You know he only eats out of bowls because then his portion control. Because if you think about it, a bowl's not that big. Morgan was telling me about this. They only eat out of bowls, him and Giselle, and they're only these certain sizes. So their portion control is the size of their plate. Like, I don't want to live like that.
Then does he use a fork or a spoon?
I don't know.
Maybe you should try it because he's a millionaire.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think
It's
I
worth
have.
a shot. If eating out of a little bowl makes you awesome,
Millionaire? Yeah.
I'll eat out of a little fucking bowl.
I always thought he was the best because he wore Stetson.
Yeah.
Back to this.
Back to the Stetson
Fucking
again.
hate him.
Why do you hate it? And I think it's because if he looked like Peyton Manning, like that'd be one thing. But because he's a model, he's a great football player,
Look.
has a wife that's a supermodel. Like he has everything every guy wants. So pretty much you're just a hater.
Yeah, if you look like Peyton Manning, you'd
It's
be like,
okay.
oh, it's a big dumb retard, and then he throws a football, and you're like,
Damn.
fucking, that's some farm boy retard strength.
Yeah, but
then-
Peyton's smart as can be though.
Of course he is. He just, whatever.
He-
Five
he-
head in school.
Yeah, but he
Five-head.
started. He got all those Papa Johns going right as like they're legalizing weed in Colorado.
Oh,
You
fucking
want to talk about
brilliant.
like a booming market?
Yep.
And then he was smart enough to get rid of him.
Yeah.
When-
before
before
Dude, he
Papa
avoided.
John. He's like, this motherfucker's racist. I'm getting out of this bitch.
I just looked at
Dude had
Peyton
a fucking
Manning.
mullet and a Camaro. There's
Yeah.
a little bit of racist in there somewhere.
I look at Peyton Manning, and I think that he's the kind of guy that drives his own truck. You know what I'm saying? Throws his own stuff
Yeah.
in the bed of the truck. I look at Tom Brady,
He
and
drives a Buick. Didn't you see the commercials?
I'm
So
telling
does
you.
Shaq.
I don't know how Shaq just fits in a fucking Buick.
Shaq don't fit in
I'm
that
telling you
Buick.
about my perception. and
Okay,
how
we're sorry.
It's
Sorry.
a reality,
Jeez.
right? I see Tom Brady pulling up in his Mercedes while somebody else opens his fucking door for him,
Yes.
and won't let him get his hands dirty.
He's not gonna ride in a Mercedes like a peasant.
He drives a Mercedes. He got
He's
T-boned.
driving in a Maybach.
No,
Yeah.
he got T-boned in his Mercedes on his way to his contract signing.
Well,
Remember that?
Yeah. You mentioned that in one of the shows.
Gosh, this
world,
is like
like,
fucking
flipped out.
deja vu.
Yeah. And here comes the kids. Which one's that?
The littlest one.
Probably mine.
Yeah. Violet.
Well, and that's why we're the Ordinary Guys show, folks.
Violet, shut the door, baby.
So, it's time to become a man by signing up for the Barbasol Shave Club. That's right. I got a deal for you today. For $9.99, you can sign up for the Barbasol Shave Club and receive the starter kit in the mail. No charge for shipping. You're going to get one free Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus handle. You're going to get 4 Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus blade cartridge refills and 1 free razor tray. And these cartridges are no joke, guys. They're going to be 6 ultra thin blades and the ultra trimmer, a 7th blade to refine and style tricky areas like under the nose, sideburns, and beard. The Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus will become your new favorite razor. I'm telling you, that 7th blade is so important when it comes to shaving. I missed it with those other shave clubs. They don't offer it. Barbasol does. Sign up today. OrdinaryGuysShow.com/Barbasol. Get your shave on. Now you see that we have everybody over here today, and we're juggling family. So we needed to answer a question. We had a question asked for us on our Facebook account. How do we juggle arguments with our better? I guess we can say by looking at our motley crew here, with our better half. Kevin, how do you juggle arguments with your better half?
I like to say we never argue. And we know that's a lie. My wife knows how to deal, and I know this is all to go down the road of Kevin gets blocked on his phone, but I am volatile at first, and
Might as well
typically
just throw it
within
out there, then.
yeah, I'm just getting it out in front of it. I'm pretty volatile. I'll get angry, and then if you leave me alone for 30 minutes, typically I'll come back and say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. So if you ignore me for 30 minutes, then you avoid all that fight. So Morgan has learned that over the past 7 years. I start getting antsy. She notices. She's like, we'll talk in like 30 minutes. And then I'm fine. So we've worked through it.
So then you fight over, and then you gotta wait another 30 minutes.
It's
Like
just
the
a waiting
longest
game.
fight.
But your friend Tyler told her that if you just ignore him for 3 hours,
And she took the advice, and it does work. I got to give it to her, like, because I get worked up, and I'm like, I can't see the road ahead of me, sort of a thing. And then 30 minutes later, I'm like, yeah, I'm being an idiot. And now we've gotten past
He
it all.
hulks out.
But
Yeah.
but
Turns
do you
green.
admit to being an idiot?
Yeah, I do.
Or do you internally are like, I'm an idiot, and then she comes around the corner and you're like, fuck you.
No, actually, I'm big into apologizing, but only if I mean it. But I do apologize when I'm wrong.
I've never heard it, so I guess you've never meant it.
Never been sorry to you.
What about you, Matt?
yeah.
Not very much arguing. If we have a disagreement, our only thing is don't go to bed angry. We work through it. It's all don't sweat the little stuff. It's all little stuff.
Yeah, we do the whole don't go to bed horny thing, except I'm the only one that participates.
Amongst other things.
She's not on board. We also watch porn together too, but usually I'm the only one there.
God.
Or she's sleeping.
Or she's sleeping. So then I do both.
Are you a fighter or are you a back outer?
Oh, we fight. I go into it knowing I'm wrong.
So you're one of the guys that
He holds fast.
knows,
I just hold fast. I know I'm wrong. Every
and you
time
still
I
do
know
it.
I'm
See,
wrong.
I don't do that. Like, I think I'm right. By the end of it, I know I'm not. But in the beginning, I think I'm right.
I try to do a quick calculation on whether or not I'm going to get laid later, and it's usually no.
It's like fucking Rain
So-
Man.
So
I-
let's just bring it.
I might as well just get that jab out, because what if I'm going to get some tomorrow and there's an opportunity for me to be an asshole and I'm not going to take it? Well, I should have taken it today. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think we need a marriage counselor on this show.
asshole.
So booty is your bargaining chip.
No.
Except for I can't bargain with booty.
Have you ever like sat there and thought, I'm pretty sure I was right about what I was mad about, but somehow they like mind mess you and then you're just ruined. Like
Yeah.
you think you were wrong.
Mind
I know
That's-
exactly what that is.
That's
It's because you mistake, oh, really? For really, if you agree with me, I'll give you a blowjob.
yes.
Go ahead,
But-
do whatever you want. You're like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're
Abort
like,
mission. That does
yeah,
not mean
abort
do it.
mission. I'm
That is
sorry.
fucking the trick.
Yeah.
So you know, when they tell you do whatever you want,
That means don't do whatever
that's
you
a
want.
fucking trap. Telling you.
It's because they see things in color when we see it in black and white.
No.
Like,
They're emotional beings instead of logical beings.
Yeah.
So my wife will get all upset, and she'll start washing dishes and stuff, and
well, shoot, I would keep her upset all the time. The whole house would be clean.
and she'll start doing the
Oh gosh.
doing the sign, and I'm like, "What's the matter? Nothing. And then an
You
hour,
go on about your business.
and I'll just keep okay,
Okay.
nothing's wrong. And then an hour or two later, she's like, "I just do everything around this fucking house. You don't do nothing." Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, "Listen, if you tell me to do it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But
I
if
need to
you
be told.
Don't
I do
tell
too.
me. I'm not gonna do it because
Right?
I'm oblivious.
I
to
know
it.
you do. I've seen.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah. It's like I'm oblivious to it. I'm not thinking about it, and that'll get into our argument. And then I have this thing where I think my wife hears things. Like if I tell her, well, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. She'll hear, go fuck yourself. I don't care what you say. And she'll be like,
Are you mumbling this from the other room?
No, we're talking face to face, and then 5 minutes later she'll be like, "Well, you just told me you don't fucking care what I said." I was like, "I didn't say anything like that. I just said I'm sorry you didn't understand." And that's how arguments go. But like Matt, we try not to go to bed early, or not early.
I'm trying to
We
go to
try
bed early.
angry.
So I know you mentioned how Tara, like, she'll get pissed off and she'll go do dishes and whatnot, but do you guys get some sort of joy when they stop off in that anger thing and then something happens, like she'll burn herself on the cup of
No.
coffee?
Mine doesn't ever
no.
storm off. Mine's
I know
like
I'm in trouble.
hold the
Like-
ground.
Like when Frank had his temper tantrum and spilled his coffee earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got enjoyment out of that. That was funny. But my wife, no.
But
because
it's
I
like,
I'm
you
in
know,
trouble.
she'll storm off or something like that, and then I could hear that she, like, stubbed her toe or...
See, mine holds ground. Everybody here knows mine is like, I'm not going to win. I'm just not. It's. I've met my match, and when it's on, I'm the one storming out of the room. So, What do you guys fight about the most? My thing is I never take out the trash without being told, ever.
I never
And it's
do
not going
anything.
to change.
I never do anything without being told.
Like nothing.
75% of things.
I can pinpoint a couple things I don't do that, like I literally, I don't know what it is. I don't remember it until she says it. Like, hey, there could be trash piled to the roof, and my brain doesn't go, you should take that out.
There
like,
is
it just
trash
doesn't.
piled up to the roof because
But
of
don't
Blake's
you
birthday
get
party
some
yesterday.
satisfaction? Like if you see like a trash pile, it's an accomplishment to stack something else on there so it doesn't
Without
fall
the
off.
pile
Yeah.
moving.
So you're not the one that has to take it out.
The
And then-
garbage can will be like that here. And
It's trash Jenga.
it'll be stacked, and I'll be like, oh, it just needs to be pushed down a little bit. That's all. And you can't
and
push
then it's
that fucking shit down anymore.
compacted.
Yeah.
Hey, but how mad do you get when the trash isn't completely full, but the liner like falls off on one side, and somebody then throws garbage like
In the actual trash
Like a
can.
fucking ketchup plate or
on
something.
fucking top of it? You know what I'm saying? So it's like halfway in the trash can and in the bag.
That's
and,
when you hope that she does it. She cleans it.
yeah.
Gets the trash.
I can tell
bag
you for a
ready.
fact, I do not unload the dishwasher. I don't know why, but
I've
that
been banned from
bothers
washing
the
dishes.
Fuck out of me.
I was told I'm not able to
Does that
wash
bother you?
dishes because
Unloading
I don't do a good
dishwasher?
job.
Well, that's my job sometimes.
Wet-
She tells me to.
Wet food
Load the
grosses me
dishwasher.
out. Like
Wet
Unload the
food?
dishwasher.
yeah, like any sink food.
That doesn't bother me. I
just
can't
keep the
see
hose
very
going.
well, and so I don't have my glasses on. So like I don't see it, and then it goes into the dishwasher, whatnot, and it comes out, and I put it right in the shelf, and she's like, "Look at this, it's not clean." I'm like, "I don't see it. I'm sorry."
Yeah,
Like,
you gotta
I don't
pre-
understand why you have to
pre-wash.
wash the plate before you put it in the dishwasher.
Well, the dishwasher isn't gonna fucking get rid of
Some
a piece of meat.
dishwashers.
it
some
will if you do it.
Some dishwashers will if you have a better dishwasher, but most of the days we're buying the $800 dishwasher.
Oh,
not
I'm
the
sorry, that's
$5,000
not a good dishwasher.
That sounds
No.
expensive.
I'm pretty sure mine was free with the house.
Yep.
You gotta buy like the $5,000 dishwasher that's gonna take
Yeah,
care of
it's called a
everything
maid.
for you.
Yeah, you could.
$5,000. I could buy a maid
Yeah.
from Mexico.
I was thinking Venezuela. You know, Mexican seems a little racist.
My other thing is does everybody else argue about where you want to go to eat, and you have to do like a mental lap of the whole city?
No, dude. Did you see what they? You say I'm surprising you. I'm taking you out. Guess
Yeah.
where? And they tell you where to go.
Yeah, I
Done.
tried that. It doesn't work.
Like
I found an app that you just plug in
You
everything
did.
that
It-
you want, and you just spin the wheel.
But all that happens then is here's
And
my
then you
typical
spin it again.
conversation.
Yeah, but that's fine. But no, but they have a removal feature. So every time you spin it and you spin it again, it removes that option.
Okay.
So it
Yeah,
narrows.
but
It's like it narrows it down for you.
I can't take my wife to her favorite restaurant, Taco Bell, and she's gonna be able to pull up to
Yes,
that
the
drive.
fuck you can, John.
No, but she's gonna be able to pull up to that drive-through and be like, "I want a number 4 with a Coke and that's it, or 2 soft tacos." She's not gonna be able to order like that. She's gonna sit there and say, "Just a minute."
Oh my God, that's another fight we have. Same thing. It drives me nuts. That menu has been the same
How
for
the
10
fuck
years.
do you not know?
I'm not gonna
Huh?
lie. That's the one menu I have a problem with.
Taco Bell, you can't read it. It's too small. Don't have my glasses on.
yeah.
Can't see it. And half time the lights out.
And there's no description as to what's in the things. It's just like beefy burrito.
But McDonald's,
That means there's beef in it.
I know, but what if I didn't want cheese, or what if I didn't want beans? And I'm like, no beans, please. And they're like, yeah, there is no beans, you fucking asshole.
I'm highly allergic to beans.
That's why.
yeah, but if you're going there,
Burger
you already
King.
have in your head what you want.
No, they don't. No. My
Tacos.
family does not. I
Yeah,
get
me
there and
neither.
it's like a
Us,
pop
we
quiz.
Yeah.
We do. We know.
Oh, I do. I know what I want right now.
I'm craving this. I'm craving
I get
that.
2 beefy cheesy burritos, and I basically just suck the fuck out of them.
Oh my God.
I leave the tortillas.
I'll tell you what though.
Do you like squeeze it?
Yep. like
Ooh.
toothpaste. Like toothpaste from the bottom.
That sounds terrible.
God, that's horrible.
Why don't you just ask for it like in one
Mind
of
the
their bowls?
stepchildren.
Because I can't use a fork.
'Cause
and
he's
stuff
not
while
Tom
I'm
Brady.
driving.
No. Yeah.
Not Tom Brady.
No, it's like we pull up to the drive-thru at McDonald's. That menu hasn't changed since we were 5, like at all.
It
And
has a little.
And every time it's like,
Yeah.
I need to look at it. I'm like, I'm gonna get every fast food menu and laminate it and put it in my glove box. And before we get to the restaurant, I'm gonna hand it to him and be like, all right, so pick what you want.
There you go.
Yeah,
Circle it.
yeah. But like right now, I could tell you, I want a McRib if it's in season.
Fuck
If that's not in season, I want a double quarter pounder with cheese. If I'm on a diet, I want 2 grilled snack wraps. That's it. That's what I get.
2 grilled. You know,
He's like, I'm gonna eat healthier, but I'm gonna eat more than I did.
No, snack wraps are like this big.
yeah, but there's probably worse stuff in the snack wrap.
Just grilled chicken and lettuce.
Fucking grilled chicken.
Their
is
salads, dude, have like
so
a
much
ton of
fucking sugar on
shit
that.
in them.
Yeah, their salads have more calories than a lot of their food, but it's the dressings. So if you don't do the dressings, you're fine.
See, I don't get the dressing or the cheese.
I get ranch.
But if he's on keto, he can have the dressings. Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
y-
some.
No, well, a lot of them have a bunch of sugar. They're all like the
Yeah.
vinaigrettes and stuff like that. It's just fucking candy.
Yeah.
It's candy.
Well,
Sweet candy.
I don't know.
so we're all in agreement. You didn't say anything though, so yours knows what she wants before you go through the drive-through.
Yeah, depending on the place.
Lucky
We
man.
don't go, dude. We'll hit McDonald's every once in a while, and Taco Bell on a blue moon. Like,
Taco Bell means I've been a good boy for a long time because no one
Taco
likes Taco
Bell.
Bell but me.
Taco Bell means it's late as fuck.
exactly.
And I'm usually drunk.
Toasty. Yeah.
That's Crystal Burgers.
Like last night.
Fuck
I'm surprised
Crystal
we didn't
Burgers.
get any food last night.
We didn't.
Frank went home and ate a
he
whole
ate that
fucking
whole
pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how's that diet going?
Dude, I ate a whole pizza sitting outside on the corner of my street at like 2:30
Like
in the
you
morning.
literally ate the whole pizza?
I believe it.
Yeah.
Man.
I started with just the toppings off of 2 slices.
And then just said forget it.
Well, and then I was like, well, let me finish the slices. But then I was like, no, there's no toppings on them. So I ate 3 regular slices. And then I felt bad that I left the 2 with no toppings. So I put cheese on them and I ate those.
So you added cheese to your pizza that you ate the cheese off of?
Yep.
Frank, that's it, man. Did you run this morning?
Nope.
No, he's been pooping all day.
Yep.
So that's why he's in a bad mood.
I'm going to run this afternoon, maybe. I'm not, though.
Oh my goodness. Frank, we're gonna get Fat Frank back in no
good
time.
news
Are you
is-
still doing keto?
I am. Yeah, I will. I'll be back tomorrow. The good news is I don't have to work in the morning. So I'm going to go for a run early.
Well, that's great news.
Did you take some vacation time?
I did. Yeah. It's called
Permanent
vacation. For I'm looking for a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody has any 6-figure a year jobs, throw them everybody's way.
Yeah, but here's the deal. I got very 6-figure a year jobs, but I have very strict requirements. I won't work hard.
Requirement number 1.
Requirement number 1.
I don't want to
is-
drive far.
I don't
I
want to
wanna
drive
get
far.
up early.
Yeah, no early, no driving far, no short lunches. I think that's fucking ridiculous. No staying late.
Yeah.
I need time off.
Every other
on
Friday
demand.
off.
Every other Friday would be nice.
Those are called minimum wage jobs, Frank.
No, I said 6 figures. That's
Yeah.
kind of primary requirement number 1.
Yeah, but the work ethic is at the $7.25 an hour
No,
range.
I'll give you guys really good work for the 3.5 hours that I'm working really hard.
So
It's
you
no, it'd be like 2 hours. So you get there, and
he's
you
gotta
get your
poop.
coffee, you poop or whatever. From like 10 to 11, you really work hard. Then you go into lunch mode,
Oh yeah,
and then you come back from lunch, and you go in like a coma for a little while and just kind
Yep.
of space out.
that's
check
like
your phone,
2 to 3,
right? And do like an hour's worth of work.
Yep, 3
and
to
then
4.
start prepping to go home.
4 to 5. Yep.
Yeah.
So everything is like hour-long projects, right? So you get there and it's an hour to get started, and then an
Frank, I
hour-
know how you work.
It's
I hired you once. It was the
Do
worst
something, Frank.
situation ever.
It's an hour to prep for lunch. It's an hour from, like you said, for lunch. It's an hour to eat lunch, and then it's kind of like an hour to get back from lunch. You know?
Because the hypoglycemia kicks in. Then you got to have a little bit of a nap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fine.
and dessert of some sort.
Yeah.
You do take naps in your truck after you eat sometimes, don't you?
Sometimes I eat at my desk so that I can take a nap during my truck for my actual lunch break.
Oh, man.
What the
So,
hell is going on there?
Frank's like, why am I getting such bad gas mileage? And he sits and idles in the parking lot
Yep.
for 3 hours.
in a huge truck,
Oh, it's 45 minutes a day.
just idle. That is not good for that truck.
Well, according to my former father, it was the only time I could listen to a podcast.
Oh, really? Seriously?
Yeah.
So you weren't allowed to be at work and like have one earbud in?
Nope.
That's
So
pretty strict.
I did that first out of just respect for everybody else in the
Right.
office, keeping it low. But but I have my own office. And then I would listen to, so I was trading investment accounts. I can't listen to the news or anything that's going on, so I would try to listen to it like through my phone, online basically. And then, then he got mad one day and said no.
So you can't stay. You were the not so current events trading.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So that's how we operated.
That's not smart. I would think you'd want like a ticker at least showing if
Yeah,
you're an investment.
I'm sure it shows your candles and stuff, but it's not gonna be fucking any kind of entertaining.
Yeah, that was the thing. So I would listen to podcasts while I was, rebalancing accounts and all that sort of stuff just for background noise. And then the background noise eventually became like my own fucking heartbeat. And then I went insane.
You hear your brain pumping.
Yeah.
Just thinking too hard.
What is your brain pump?
We used to text once a day. Frank, you here? You live? Yeah, I'm here. Okay, he's good another day.
That was during his bathroom breaks that he was texting.
Yeah.
Yep. So, that's what
So it
happened.
sounds like you need to work for the government. I think that's like a typical government job.
Yeah, you guys know I am joking.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but I'm
Okay.
thinking that for real. Because I'm
No,
thinking
you're not.
like
I'm joking for real. I enjoy working if I enjoy
you need
what
to
I'm
find a
about,
government job.
yeah,
A cush government job.
that you don't want to work and stuff like that. I know you're joking about that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't think you're joking about the phone restrictions. at
Oh
work.
no! That's all. That's all.
I don't know of a job that would require that. Like, the higher the pay, the more responsibility you have.
But the
and I've
more
never seen a
flexibility
boss.
you usually get
Yes.
with that because they know you get the job done and
Right.
you're flexible to get the job
Right,
done.
but that's what I'm saying. You get paid at a higher rate because you're trustworthy enough to do what it is you want to do and get your job achieved. That's
Sure.
why you're getting paid what you. I've never heard of somebody doing well and they're like, "Yeah, my boss stays on me 24/7." That's crazy. Like,
well, my
doesn't
thing
make
was
sense.
there's cameras I was looking at me in my office.
are you serious?
Yeah. And then
Man.
if I was like out of my office for a little bit, I'd get the random message that said, why aren't you at your desk? Like if he was out of the office, like watching the cameras, or why are you, at so and so's
That's
desk?
weird.
Yeah, and then so those little kind
That's
of
heavy
He
micromanagement.
put so much time into micromanaging you.
And he said he was jerking off his desk.
me. I mean, it was like just through my pants.
He put so much
On
time
video.
into micromanaging you. He could have got something else done.
Well, my
Like
thing too
always.
is there's a lot of expectations around production, but there was limitations on going to do it. Right, so it's like,
Well, isn't
okay.
that everywhere? They're like, we want more, but you have to do.
It's like I also need you to be here in the office for 45 hours, but I still need you to go out and produce.
Yeah.
And then but does it mean any more money? No, it doesn't. So I mean, what's any natural person going to do? They're going to do as little as possible.
So if you're hiring out there and you want a productive guy that may fart once or twice during his work day and
True fart story. You want a true fart story
Yeah.
at work? All right. So one morning I took a massive dump from like 9 to 9:30 in the office. It was
As we're asking for a job
this is
for
on
him.
the clock.
absolutely disgusting. It was the worst. But I did it because I knew somebody told me that their stomach was bothering them and they were going to have to go to the bathroom. So he had to go sit in my poo when he went. So it looked like he went. But the problem was my boss went back there just afterwards, right after the one girl that works there went to the bathroom, and she sprayed perfume trying to be nice back there. And he comes back and goes, "What was that smell back there?" And she turns bright red and goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I sprayed perfume, but no, I'm so sorry. That was me. I didn't think it would still be there." And he just looks at her like, "That was you? That fucking destroyed the bathroom?" And I just instantly, tears of joy to my eyes, and I did not take ownership of that.
I'm not
I sat
even mad.
there.
I'm impressed.
I sat there in front of both of them,
He
and
did
I
the
just.
Homer Simpson back in the bush.
Yep. I just watched her admit to destroying the bathroom, and yeah, I didn't save her.
Well, guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we've hit our time. Kevin's got to get out of here. He's got to
Did
go
you see if it actually recorded this
do
time?
some life. I'm pretty sure it's recording this time. Yes.
Oh,
If you guys are hearing it, this show, it recorded. If not,
Yeah.
I
fuck
do.
it. We quit.
Per request of our guest from last night, I think we should do another poll sometime during the week. Like, those have I ever, like never have I ever Never have I ever gone after the same girl as my best friend. I think that would be a good one. If we should maybe, you can also leave in the comments maybe like who that girl was.
That's going to be a story that we'll make Kevin tell next week.
Okay.
Since he's cutting out early.
Perfect.
Kevin is going to have to tell the story about the time that him and his best friend, and I mean like...
No, you have to say it right. The time Tyler whooped Kevin's ass.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
time
That
Tyler...
is not the time Tyler whooped
The
my...
time Tyler whooped his ass
Yep.
over the same girl.
Yep.
There you
Shalisa
go.
Schmelson.
We'll have to tell that story next week, Kevin. All right, you got anything
Jesus.
Frank, you got anything to plug?
Nope.
His butt.
So next week I'm not going to be able to make the show. I think I'm going to be sick.
Matt, anything to plug?
What?
Anything to plug on the way out?
No. It just
Okay.
don't even
Just
sound
buttholes.
right. Yeah.
Kevin.
I'm plugging Bear Air because he's coming by Monday.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And he is the man.
Bear Air is awesome. It was one of our sponsors, and he'll take care of you.
Yes, he
That's
will.
for sure. Okay, guys, shirts are coming soon. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube and our iTunes and all that, so you always get an update of everything that we're doing. And also, use some of our advertisers that we got in the show. We'll see you next week.
See you.
Peace.
God, I'm so hungover.
Found an amazing concoction, my friend.
We hope you enjoyed the show. Check out our description for social media links. And make sure to hit that subscribe button and join us each and every week. See you next time.